Welcome to City Hunter's Sake Reviews. This is going to be my first review of any sake, although it's definitely not the first one I've had. And today's review is going to be Hokutsuru SHO-UNE Junmai Dai Ginjo. It's a premium sake. Dai Ginjo, of course, so it comes in a box as usual. It's actually one of the cheapest ones I've found. Ironically, it was on sale tonight at Junmai for only $23.99. So, what the heck? I'll give it a try, you know. The alcohol is 15.5% by volume. It's a Hokutsuru Sake Brewing Company in Kobe, Japan. And the description basically lists this is a graceful Japanese sake with fruity scents, velvety smoothness, can be enjoyed, chilled or at room temperature. And this is the bottle you get right here. Fairly nice label as usual. And of course the horribly cut American labels they slap on the back as usual too. It does not list the milling of the sake on here, or the milling of the rice I should say, so I can't really tell you what it is. I can tell you what kind of rice it is. It's a Yamada Nishiki, and they use Donda's famed natural spring water, Miyamizu. It's listed as fairly dry and full-bodied. And I guess I'll tend to agree with that. I've actually had a bit already, and I've tried it at different temperatures. I started out with it fairly chilled, real good. And drinking it so cold, it didn't really stick out at me. There wasn't that much flavor. The only thing that really stuck out was the how smooth it went down. It's super, super smooth when it's cold. Yeah, it's like drinking velvet. That's all I can explain. The aroma is quite fruity. I've actually had a cold right now, so I haven't been able to smell too much, but my girlfriend was sitting about 10 feet away and she could really notice the smell, so it's quite a fruity aroma. And I'll go ahead and take a drink. This sake has been out a little while, so it's warmed up a little bit, but still chilled. I'd say it's just about 20 degrees below room temperature, so maybe 50 degrees right now, Fahrenheit. And you can definitely smell a nice fruity smell to it. And my first sip. Pretty smooth. Well, I should say it loses a little bit of its smoothness the warmer it gets, but that might be, that might just be what happens. It's definitely got a little bit of sweet to it. It's got a rich flavor, I guess I could say. It's not real fruity. It does have some sweetness though, but nothing sticks out. No melons or peach or anything like that. The first time I had a drink, I didn't really taste too much of anything, but it might just be because I've had a cold. But after a few drinks, I started to really appreciate this sake a little bit more. It was actually a little bit disappointing on my first drink, but it was also very chilled at that time too, so that could be part of it. But after a few drinks, I'm starting to appreciate the sake a bit more. I like the sweetness it has. It's not real sweet, but it's got a little bit there. And it's a smooth all around sake, I'd say. I don't know how to explain it. It's not bad. It's definitely not the best Dai Ginjo I've ever had. I mean, I've had some pretty nice ones at the restaurants, and the latest one I've actually had was this right here, which is Amanoto Time of Reflection Junmai Dai Ginjo, which is, I believe, 38% milling, which is a very nice flavor. It had quite a bit of fruity taste to it, but it was real mellow. So I wouldn't place this sake in with the or this Dai Ginjo in with the big guns. But for the price, it's not bad. It's real smooth. If you're looking for something that doesn't really have any fruity flavor, it's also not real earthy. I've had some that are just, they taste like dirt. It's the only way to explain it. And this falls, I would say, right in the middle. It's probably not a good sake for a first time, you know, first time drinker of any kind of sake. I don't suggest it. I mean, the first time I ever had sake was at a, Japanese restaurant, or maybe it was Korean, and it was just cheap, warm sake. It tasted like crap. What's new? That's almost everybody's first experience. I suggest, if people want to get into sake, to try something, if they like a sweeter flavor, to start with the nigoris, just as they're real sweet and they're a lot easier to handle. And once you start going with the nigori, you'll start to appreciate the different flavors and the descriptions on the bottles. They really do a very good job when they actually have them. And from there, I'd start branching off into the more refined sakes, like the Honjozos and the Dai Ginjos and Ginjo and Junmai and whatnot. But overall, I think I paid $24 for this bottle of sake. It's comes with a nice little box. I try to keep the sake so it reminds me of how they tasted, and it's not bad. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this bottle. I definitely say I don't hate it. It's not my favorite. I tend to like something that has a little hint of citrus, or maybe a fruit, maybe like a melon. But this just has a nice smooth finish. And if that's what you like, I'm not sure if I can classify this as dry, as I haven't had enough Dai Ginjos and regular sake to classify it as dry yet. I don't think dry is a very good word. I think I like the earthy and fruity index a lot better than the dry and basically sweet. So I'd give this a good go. If you get it on sale for cheap, give it a try, and you want something that's got a little sweetness to it. No fruit, just a little sweet and very smooth when it's chilled. It's a great drink, and I think it'd complement maybe something with a little rice and maybe some sweet meat like a kalbi or something. I think it'd complement that meal very well. Anyway, this is my first review, and I look forward to doing some more. I plan on doing one a week. I'm going to try to do a new bottle every week, and of course I'll probably buy another bottle of most of these and review them again, because of course I drank those too. Anyways, thanks a lot, and this is City Hunters Sake Reviews.